Good evening and welcome back to the home of Chrome, and I'm Cadillac Pat, your host. Tonight, I'm actually in the process of driving over to Richard's house where we are going to load the 1974 Superior Cadillac hearse onto the trailer, so that way we can set out to Bennett, Colorado in the morning to go pick up something that is really special. Well, good morning from the home of Chrome. Over here, got the 74 Superior loaded up. As you can see, we're covered in frost this morning. It's definitely looking like some Silent Hill shit out there. And of course, this car, she weighs in just about 6,000 pounds. And you can definitely tell when she's on the trailer, but it still tows all right. So we're gonna shoot on out to Bennett, Colorado this morning, go trade this car off. So I know you guys are probably wondering, what in the world am I trading this car for? So if you remember, if you've been following along, or if you're new to the channel, kind of give you an update or an idea of what we've done here. I traded an embalming machine for this car here. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I know. I've never traded an embalming machine for a hearse before. It's probably the first time a machine has ever been traded for a car like this. But you know, always doing things first here in the home of Chrome. So anyway, traded an embalming machine for this car, and I'm going out to Colorado today to pick up a Rolls-Royce Silver Spur. It's a 1982 flavor. It is silver on black with a burgundy and white interior. And you're probably thinking, why would I trade this car for a Rolls-Royce? I want to give you an idea as to why. I bought that car back in 2018. It needed a full restoration, and that's what I did. Well, I traded it to a friend of mine for the hearse that became Heavenly, and it has basically, I don't know, kind of sat for 2 years. So I got this car here from the Wizard, and I immediately called up Bill and said, hey, let's do a trade. And he's like, all right, so we're gonna go on out there, we're gonna go do a trade. So wish us luck, and we'll see you guys on the road. Look at this creep. We just show up out here in Colorado and somebody shows up with their hearse behind us. The nerve of some people. Alright, so here we are right here in Bennett, Colorado. We are making the trade for the 1982 Silver Spur. Now, this car, I owned it from 2018 to 2020 and did a restoration on it. Full paint, full interior, new motor, all that good stuff. Traded it for the car that would become Heavenly hearse. And so here we are. We decided to take that car in from the Car Wizard. We traded it for an embalming machine, and then we traded that for a Rolls-Royce. So anything that's missing is inside the car right now. But here's the interior. So this was all brand new when I put it in here. But you know, it's all right. We're gonna make her something else again. So it does turn over. I got to figure out why it's not getting spark, things like that. But all in all, she's gonna be a cool car. So it wouldn't be an adventure without something broken. Yeah, see, look there. I think we caught that before we got on the road. Anyway, while we're waiting, look at all this room for activities. I mean, all in all, still pretty decent. It's gonna need a lot of cleanup, a lot of other stuff to be fixed and replaced, and you know, it might go a different direction on some of this stuff, but yeah, we'll see. You can get her good and clean, see where we are, and we'll make her good again. All right, so we stopped off here in Goodland. I'm tired of looking at this thing being dirty.
I'm gonna pull it forward.
You're gonna pull it forward? Okay. And so I found a car wash. We're gonna wash it, check straps, and we're gonna keep on going. Ah, she's filthy. Look at her. Oh, she's so dirty. And all this trim that's around here and on that other side, it's all in the car, so no loss there. All right, let's give it a wash. All right, so while we're filling up here, we're out in Waukene, Kansas, and a little bit more information here on the Silver Spur. So this car is equipped with a 6 3/4 liter V8 engine. It is electronically fuel injected. So with it being a 6 3/4 liters, that's approximately 412 cubic inches worth of British V8 power. It will get you up to speed, but it won't necessarily get you up to speed fast. It is backed by a GM 4L, GM Turbo 400. The transmission is the same as what you find in a Chevrolet or Oldsmobile or Pontiac, but it has a different bell housing and it is electronically shifted. Now, Rolls-Royce never really put out a horsepower rating on this car. Wait for this truck to go by. They always just said it was sufficient. But from what we can tell, it puts out maybe 225 horsepower and about 350 pound-feet of torque. So while she's not going to get you up anywhere fast, it will almost pull a house off the foundation. So anyway, we're just, putting in some gas, going back over the old girl here. Just glad to have her back. All right, well, good morning, and sorry for the late post on this video, folks. It's been a long weekend, going out to Colorado to bring back the Rolls-Royce that we traded a 1974 Superior Cadillac hearse for. And if you're just now joining us, we traded an embalming machine for that hearse, and we got this car here in return. So now this car here has special meaning to me. A few years ago, I bought this car in 2018 and did basically a full restoration on it. I mean, I put a new Rolls-Royce motor in it, repainted the car, complete interior redo. And then, as you can see, it's kind of different. It's a little worse for wear from having sat out there where it sat for a couple years, not really having anything done with it. As you can see, we've got to redo the wood, got to clean the seats, clean the carpet, do some headliner work, get that back up there. The car wants to start, but we're going to figure out what's going on with it. I think it's a spark issue that we've got to get taken care of, so shouldn't be too big of a deal. I mean, honestly, this is it's gonna be some work, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. Where's that water coming in at? I don't know. I don't like it though, because there's water back there. Anywho, so we'll get that figured out. But anyway, we're over here to get this car off the trailer, and we're gonna see what we can do to get her to come back around. As you can see there, we've got some leather peeling, so we'll need to find a new piece for that. And yeah, I'm gonna throw some moisturizer on it. So, Symbolic Motor Cars of La Jolla, which is now Orange County Rolls-Royce or something like that. So anyway, so yeah, when this car was new, it sold for $115,000. I believe that's what Orange County Rolls-Royce said. This car would now be, in today's money, about $350,000, I believe it is. So anyway, let's get this thing off the trailer and take a good look at her. Let's see if we can get her to start. Come on, baby. Oh, the back end's coming up. The back end's coming up. Come on, honey girl. Jetronic. Come on, let's go. Let's release some pressure somewhere. I hear it going psst. Come on, baby. Let's go. If it runs, I'm going to drive it to work today.
Huh?
If it runs, I'm going to drive it to work today. Not hardly. What's that?
You're trying to get that fresh gas up there. You probably wouldn't make it home.
I probably wouldn't make it to work. It's shut down, the brakes would go out, and I'd wind up beside a tree. Come on, baby. There she goes. Man, she actually sounds pretty good. Give her a little bit here to build up some pressure in the back. I'll be damned. We got a running roller, folks. Okay. We've got ourselves a running roller. I watch it. Listen to her. Oh my God, she sounds good. Well, I can't believe that, folks. I mean, this thing actually sounds better than it did when I traded it off. So that clacking that you may have heard is this lower fan shroud down here. It's loose. I've got to get an upper fan shroud because I'm dumb and ran over the other one a few years ago. So anyway, let's see if we can get her to start back up. I know that was one thing that this car didn't like to do, was start back up after it ran for a minute. So we'll see. Yeah, she sounds good, folks. I'm pleased with this. We're gonna let this rear end come up a little bit, and then we're gonna move her. She got a little bit of a rock to her, but that's all right. folks, it's official. She runs, she moves. She's gonna need a little work, but that's okay. She needed a little work when we traded her off. But hey, you know, you can't beat it. I had that embalming machine since 2010. I got it for free because it was going to the trash. It works. I traded it to the car wizard for that 74 hearse, and then called up my buddy Bill, whose farm this car was sitting at, and said, hey, you still got that car? He says, yeah. I said, you want to trade? He's like, yep. And here we are. So 1982 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur. This is a Mark 1. Car has a pretty sordid history. We'll go over that at some point. Yeah, I think we're gonna hang on to her. I mean, she smokes, but her back end comes up. She stops, has an exhaust leak, as you can see, as you can hear. It's all just little things that need to be done. She actually sounds pretty good. I'm pleased with her. Need to clean her up, see what we can do. As far as paint, we're gonna repaint it. Got some cool shit planned for the top, for the hood. You know, it's gonna be, this car right here is not going to be a Concours restoration. We're gonna retint the windows and yeah, see if we can't get the sound system going again. So I put a new one in it before I traded it off. All in all, I'm pleased. You know, follow along, like, share, subscribe. Can't tell you what to do, I'm not your dad. But if you want to see more of what I'm going to call the roadkill Rolls-Royce, you got to click that like. You got to hit that notification bell. Man, I'm freaking stoked. All right, this is pretty cool. You guys take care. Again, sorry for the late post. You know, it's been a long weekend going out to Colorado to get this old girl. But here we are. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Have a good one.